Hey guys, welcome to my restorative stretch routine. Today we're going to focus on upper body, so we're going to be doing a lot of neck and shoulders, okay? All you need to get started for this routine is either a yoga mat or a blanket, something comfortable that you can lay on. With this stretching routine, we want it to be nice and passive, so really focusing on your breath and letting your body relax into these stretches is going to be a key. Okay, so we're actually going to start with some diaphragmatic breathing just to bring your body down to that nice parasympathetic state so that we can relax and get the most out of these stretches. Okay, so to get started, you're going to come down to your back. I like to keep my knees bent here with my feet flat on the ground. Arms can either be, hands can be on your tummy or your arms can be out by your side, whatever is most comfortable. We're going to focus on diaphragmatic breathing, so breathing into your belly as well as thinking about expanding and pressing your lower back into the ground and expanding your rib cage, okay? So big inhale, sending that air into your belly. We're going to inhale for 5. And then we're going to exhale for 8. Inhale for 5. Exhale for 8. Inhale for 5. Really focus on pressing that lower back into the ground as you inhale. And exhale for 8. Inhale for 5, expanding that rib cage. Exhale for 8. Last one, big inhale, expanding at the rib cage, breathing into your lower back and your belly. And exhale, letting all of that air leave your body. Then just let your breathing return to normal for a second. And we're going to slowly roll ourselves up to a seated position. So already you should feel nice and relaxed. Next, we're going to move on to the neck. Okay, so we're going to focus on the front of the neck. You're going to take your hands, cross them over your heart, place those fingers on top of your collarbone. From here, you're going to inhale and shrug those shoulders up. And then on the exhale, you're going to relax your shoulders and let your arms be nice and heavy so that you start to feel a slight stretch in the front of your neck. From here, you're going to inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to lift our chin up towards the ceiling to intensify that stretch. We'll take a couple of breaths here, letting your elbows be nice and heavy, keeping your jaw nice and relaxed. Now we're going to inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to bring our chin to our right shoulder. So you'll start to feel the stretch intensify in the front of your neck. Try to stay nice and relaxed here and just focus on your breath. We'll do one more inhale here. And exhale. Next, we're going to inhale and we're going to switch sides. So bringing our chin over to the left. Letting those arms be heavy, keeping that jaw nice and relaxed. Just hanging out here for a couple of breaths. We'll do one more inhale here. On the exhale, go ahead and release your arms and bring your head back to center. Okay, so next we're going to do lateral neck. So we're going to start with the right arm. So you're going to place your right arm on top of your head. We're not pulling on our head, we're just going to use our arm as some extra weight. You're going to inhale, and on the exhale, you're going to bring that right ear down to your right shoulder, letting your right elbow be nice and heavy so that you start to feel a stretch in the left side of your neck. Being sure not to pull on your head. Your arm is just there for some extra weight. And we're just going to focus on our breathing here. So nice and controlled inhale. And exhale. We'll do a couple of breaths here. With every inhale and exhale, try to go a little bit deeper into the stretch. And then one more breath here. On the exhale, go ahead and release your arm. You're going to tuck that chin down to your chest, bring it to the center of your chest, and then go ahead and lift back up to neutral. So now we're going to do the other side. So we're taking our left arm over our head. Big inhale. On the exhale, go ahead and bring that left ear down to your left shoulder. Your arm is heavy. You'll start to feel a stretch on the right side of your neck. And we're just gonna breathe in this position with every exhale, trying to go a little bit deeper into that stretch. We'll do one more inhale. On the exhale, go ahead and release that arm. You're gonna tuck your chin to your chest, bring it to center, and then come back up to neutral. Okay, so next up we're gonna do the back of the neck. I'm gonna turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. You're gonna start by interlacing those fingers bringing those arms overhead, and then you're going to bring your hands to the base of your head. From here, sitting up nice and tall, you're going to apply gentle traction by pulling up. And then we're going to tuck that chin one vertebrae at a time, keeping that traction, bringing our chin all the way down as far as you can to your chest. And then once you get to your end range, we're just going to hang out here and breathe. You might find that you can go deeper in the stretch as you get comfortable. But just focusing on nice, slow inhale and a nice, slow exhale. We're going to do one more inhale here. On the exhale, you're going to go ahead and release your hands and then slowly roll one vertebrae at a time back up to neutral. Okay, so next up we're going to do the front of the shoulder. I'm going to be facing away from the camera just so you can see what I'm doing behind my back. So what we're going to do, you're going to bring your right arm behind your back, then you're going to reach that left hand behind your back, grabbing on to your right wrist. We're going to let that right shoulder just be nice and relaxed, so we don't want it to be shrugged up into our ear. We want that shoulder to be down. From here, you're going to traction your right arm down by gently pulling with your left arm. And then you're going to pull that right arm across your body so that you start to feel a stretch in the front of your shoulder. Now, to intensify the stretch, we're going to inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to tuck our chin down to our chest, and we're going to trace our collarbone, bringing our chin to our left shoulder. You're going to hold here for a couple of breaths. So with every exhale, just trying to relax deeper into the stretch. Feel like you made some progress, you can even try to traction that arm across your back a little bit more just to get more of a stretch. We'll do one more breath here. On the exhale, go ahead and bring your chin back to center. Lift that head up to neutral. And then go ahead and release that right arm. Okay, I'm going to spin around. So we're going to do the same thing on the left. So you're reaching that left arm across your back, grabbing onto that left wrist with your right hand, letting that shoulder relax. We're going to inhale. On the exhale, you're going to gently traction that arm across your back a little bit more so you start to feel that stretch in your shoulder. You're going to drop your chin down to your chest. And then we're going to trace that right collarbone, trying to bring that chin to our right shoulder. With every exhale, trying to go deeper into that stretch. We'll do one more inhale here. On that exhale, bringing your chin back to center. Slowly bringing your head back up to neutral. And then releasing that left arm. Okay, so next up, we're gonna work on the front of the shoulder and the pec. So we're actually going to come down to our mats. So lying face down on your stomach. Go ahead and reach your left arm out and position it so it's at about a 45-degree angle. From here, you're going to take your right hand, palm is going to be flat on the ground, and I'll actually switch arms so you can see what I'm doing on the other side. So right hand, palm is flat, and you're going to push away from the ground, reaching that right leg across your back, okay? So you'll start to feel a stretch in the front of your shoulder as well as your pec. And I'll just switch so you can see from the other side what it looks like. And we're gonna hold here. Go ahead and relax that head. And just hold here and breathe into the stretch. We'll do one more inhale. On that exhale, you're gonna roll back onto your stomach. And then we're gonna switch sides. So now our right arm is gonna go out at a 45-degree angle. We're gonna push ourselves up with our left hand, bringing that left leg across our body, bringing that foot down to the ground. And we're going to hold and focus on our breathing. We'll do one more breath here. Big inhale. On that exhale, rolling back onto your stomach. And then go ahead and push yourself up to a cobra position. Hold here for a couple of breaths. And then lower yourself back down to the ground. So next up, we are gonna focus on the back of the shoulder. So you're gonna push yourself up onto your hands and knees. We're gonna take our left arm, we're going to thread it across our body, sending those hips back so that the back of your shoulder finds the ground, and then turning your head to the right, and just letting that right hand reach out in front of you. So you'll feel the stretch in the back of the left shoulder, and we're just gonna breathe. Go ahead and take one more breath here. On the exhale, you're gonna push yourself back up to your hands and knees, and we're gonna switch sides. So back of the right shoulder is finding the ground, reaching that left arm out in front of you, and then sending those hips back and just breathing in this position. We'll do one more inhale here. On the exhale, we're gonna bring ourselves back up to our hands and knees. And we're going to bring both elbows down to the ground. Interlacing our fingers. Hands are gonna go behind your head so you can walk your elbows forward if you need to. And we're gonna sit back in our heels so that we find that stretch in our triceps. We'll do one more inhale here. On the exhale, you're going to release your arms and you're going to reach those arms out in front of you. And we're just going to hang out here in child's pose. One more inhale here. On the exhale, you're going to send your hips forward and come back up to your hands and knees. So the last thing we're going to do is a Thoracic Cat Camel. So your thoracic spine starts at the base of your neck and ends at your rib cage. Okay, so it's that upper back. We're gonna do a cat camel, but we're trying to only move at the T-spine. We're not trying to move at the lumbar spine or at our neck, okay? So from this quadruped position, We're gonna keep our lower back nice and neutral, keep our neck neutral. We're gonna start at the base of our ribs and we're gonna go into flexion. So pushing your upper body away from the ground as much as you can. And then we're gonna reverse that. We're going to sink our chest down towards the ground. Again, keeping that lower back and neck nice and neutral. So trying only to move at your thoracic spine. Again, go into flexion. So pushing your upper body away from the ground. And then we're going to go into extension, sinking our chest down to the ground, arms stay straight. And we're going to do one more repetition. So back into flexion, pushing your chest away from the ground, trying to get as much flexion as you can. And then sinking your chest down towards the ground. Trying to pull those shoulder blades together. From there, you can go ahead and relax. And that is it for this upper body restorative stretch routine.